Hello everybody and welcome back to Alan Wake. So, today I want to talk about what it is games are trying to do. Okay, rumble without any sound. Lovely. Oh, there's some sound. Oh, fallen tree. Another one of them. Okay, nope, fuck that. I don't have a flashlight. This is complete bullshit, I swear. Oh, shit, come on. Get to this. Lots of screaming. But what I mean by what it is that games are trying to do... Aw, damn it.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Who's Walter again? I forgot who Walter was, or do we not know who Walter is? But what I mean by what it is that games are trying to do, I'm referring to the feeling that games are trying to get from you. Or at least the feeling that you are trying to get out of these games. Because for me, the feeling I'm trying to get out of them is... it's that feeling of elation of younger me who was just starting to get into computer games, had no idea of the complexity of it, barely knew how to, didn't know what it meant to really play video games. Didn't know what sort of rabbit hole he was jumping into. That's the feeling I'm after when I play a video game. And it's why, despite the amount of, despite everything I say about this game, I do, even if I hate it, I love it at the same time. The reason I say that is, I love every game I've ever played, even the ones that I hate. And the reason for that is, even if I hate them, I'm not going to discredit the fact that someone else probably enjoys the game. I'm not going to discredit that someone probably can enjoy what I did not. Even if what I didn't enjoy, the reason I didn't enjoy it was because it was objectively a bad game. It was buggy, broken, inconsistent, and the story sucked. I had to jump that. Fuck you.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Yeah, there is. I really hate when the game gives me exposition like that.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Clearly something's going on with Nightingale, because otherwise, he's drinking on the job, he's just in general being a bad officer. A bad, he's doing so many things that would just make him lose his job if anyone ever found out.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
We got a flashlight, though. See, like as I said, like before, these are the moments in this game that I enjoy the most, when it doesn't give me weapons, and the goal is just to find a way past things. My question is to you, I guess, is what feeling are you looking for when you play a game, when you watch a movie? Like, what are you looking to have happen? Okay, I fucked up trying to start that generator.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
Stop fucking spawning me without the flashlight!
I had no choice.
Okay, so I don't know why that generator was there. I think it was just put there as a fucking
a car was
distraction.
driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
That's Walter. That has to be Walter, considering what we read before. Yeah, heavy duty. Even if a game doesn't successfully give me that feeling,
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
True. Even if the game doesn't successfully give me that elation that I'm after, sometimes it's not the game's fault. Sometimes it really is my own fault for the fact that I have played so many games.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
Are you the poet?
I had seen glimpses of the light before. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free. I seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
Okay, where did this... Oh! Yeah, I remember these. Like, where is he getting this spaceman bulky suit thing from? But a lot of the time, I can't get that feeling of elation from a game simply for the fact that I have played so many games. So
raged on as the Anderson brothers
I've seen most of it.
Steadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Interesting. So we're gonna hold off on doing that.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
The Taken are Don't interrupt me! Guess that's what I get for not starting the engine. The Taken are filled with darkness. Yeah, I sort of figured that. Thanks. You're a worthless freaking statement. More bear traps. Like we needed more of those. So, sometimes the reason the game can't give to me what I'm after is because the tricks that it was using to produce what I wanted from it are tricks I've already seen before. They are things that I have experienced before, or silly lines that I've already laughed at in the past. Okay, I need to flare right there. Like, if for example, every time you hear the same joke or see the same trope in TV, it starts to have less impact, right? You don't laugh as hard the second time you hear a joke, or especially the third time. So, a lot for me with how many games I've actually played.
But there was no sight of the driver.
Yeah, the driver's fucking dead. Driver's fucking dead.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm
Upstairs?
sorry.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up.
Oh,
I've run through
oops.
every possible course in my head. If I continue,
Not what I meant to do.
Presence wants me to. The story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her and me and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Oh, he's dead. Okay. Honestly, the whole idea right there is freaking stupid. Like, you don't need to make it... You don't need to keep the genre of the story the same unless you're trying to deceive the fucking darkness.
Let me guess. Danny, huh? The front door was locked. The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast. If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry. For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Yada, yada, yada. So, despite the fact that I give this game a bunch of crap, like, I'll say nowhere near even my top 50 games. But, despite all of that, I continue to play this game, one, because I don't want to have too many uncompleted games on my channel. But at the same time, because I love every game that I have played, even the ones that I hate. So This is the, like, open world style thing, where now I can go places that I don't need to go. What type of bullshit is this?
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
That guy is very... He's very warm-hearted. It's not the type of character I would expect in this in the story so far. Really wish there was another frickin', Oh, guys, toilet paper. Toilet paper. We found gold. Okay, I'm not imagining it this time. There's actually a breathing sound effect. Okay, that's horrifying considering there's a dead deer right there. Aw, yeah, Need for Speed, Drift Boy! I wonder if the fucking car could explode. It'd be so bullshit, but it'd be the type of thing this game pulls. Okay! Taste my vehicular manslaughter! There we go. Clearly what I was meant to do is get out of the car. I do find it interesting how things fade away like that once the darkness, once they're brightened up after the darkness has taken control of them. I do have to end the video here, guys. So let me know, what is it when you watch a show, watch a movie, play a game, read a book? What are you looking to get? For me, it's the feeling of giddiness and excitement that I got when I was first getting into computer games. That's lack of understanding, but willingness to keep diving deeper into it. I'd like to know what yours is. What are you looking to re-experience? What thrill are you looking to get back? Your first scare because you play a lot of horror games? The giddiness of a budding romance in a show or a book. Let me know. If you enjoyed this, make sure to leave a like down below, as well as subscribe if you haven't already. And turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon so you'll be notified the next time I go live or upload a video. And remember, guys, smile. Because even if you can't re-get that same thrill from before, there's always new ones. Hope y'all enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, guys.